Quiet on the set. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, everybody. I'm Dear Myrtle, your friend in genealogy, not so retired as I am. Today, my guest on Mini-Myrt is Maureen Taylor, otherwise known affectionately as the photo detective. So come on to the stage, Maureen. So happy to see you. How's it going?
Good. So happy to see you, Mert.
Yes, and we get to see each other at Roots Check.
I can't wait. I have a I have a list of people. You're on it.
I hope it's a good list.
It's a good list.
Is it the rabble rouser list? I don't know. It
I
could
don't
be.
know.
All right. So Maureen, aside from the fact that you're going to be speaking at Roots Tech, I want to, and we always talk about photos,
Yeah.
but I want to talk about, do you ever get a chance to do your own research?
Yes. And that is what I have been focused on for I don't know, the last couple of months. And
So,
I'm a little bit crazy about it actually, Mert, because I'm researching all the lines of my family forward.
oh, coming down yeah.
Yes. Yes. I did this for my husband's family for the family reunion. And we learned so much and we met so many people that it sort of, lost the connection. And I thought, what would happen if I did that for my family? Are there people that I probably know and they're in my tree and I don't know that they're in my tree? Do they have photographs? Are they my DNA matches? Could they be my DNA matches? And I've been having a really good time with it and discovering all kinds of things.
Well, we always say that we're looking at our ancestors, think of our parents, grandparents, great grandparents. But I got to tell you, some of my best research breakthroughs have been with the brother or sister of my grandmother because they have more photos. But for some reason, I got the family Bible literally. It's on one of my bookshelves here and properly placed in a custom acid-free Bible box. Uh, yeah, this is the joy that I've seen. Well, tell me some of the things that where are your lines? Are you all New England? I know you kind of live up there now.
Well, my mom's lines are Canadian, from Quebec. My
Hmm.
dad is all New England for the most part. I mean, there are people who moved to California, but early on, they're all, and I don't
Hmm.
even that early. One line
Hmm.
goes back to maybe the Mayflower. The rest of them are just, moved over here for work in the factories. But you're right, the collateral lines can give you all kinds of information that you didn't have. So this thing that started this for my own family was one, I have all these DNA matches and I'm not really sure who they are. And
Yeah.
I had to sort them out. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is so much work. I am just going to just research the family forward. And then a number of years ago, a distant cousin, uh, I met him and let me copy all of his genealogy notebooks for
Oh,
one
wow.
line of the family. And I had kids and a career, and I never really had time to focus on all these notebooks that we used to call him Bucko was his nickname. I don't know why. But anyway, my mother always said he was bad news because he was the family genealogist. He was actually a nice guy, I thought. And he did let me copy his notebooks. And
That's
so
phenomenal.
there were, and he used to go to the town halls. He wrote it all down. He had volume and page. He had everything in these notebooks. So I
Like
took,
a citation, like
yes, all handwritten because he wasn't
yes.
a computer guy. And so I started with that line and researched them all the way to the present.
It's pretty amazing. The so has it helped you? Have you met any of those very distant cousins, the siblings and great grandchildren of a common ancestor?
Well, there is one woman, a cousin, how cousins go, there's lots of cousins in the family.
Hmm.
And her grandmother, and I mean, her mother and my grandmother were sisters. And
Oh,
she's still living because her mother had children in her 40s.
wow. Yes.
So she's still alive. And I have finished this basically for Jeanette. I want
Oh.
a genealogist. She loves this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I'm going to put all of his research together and give it to her.
She's going to love it.
She's going to,
Going to love it.
no doubt.
Each one of us that are even slightly into family history know that we're thought of as the genealogy nuts in the family, like your mother thought of this bucko guy. and and we worry that nobody wants our research. You found something.
I'm going to tell you that I have a mystery photo. The photo detective has a mystery photo.
Oh no. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful though. Look at all those. That must have been a
All those,
family reunion.
all those men, right?
Yes.
All those men. I have two, this one and the one where they're eating lunch. But one of the things that stands out to me now that I've done all this collateral research, they're holding a set of oars.
Okay.
And there was someone in the family, distantly he married in, who actually was very well known for racing boats on the river, like
Oh, that kind of rowing. Yes.
rowing. And I'm like, oh,
Oh, got a
I know
clue.
a couple of people in here. My great grandfather's in here. My grandfather's in here. My dad pointed them out. And I'm able to identify a couple more people. But for the most part, I'm not sure who all these people are. But I need, now that I have the trees, I need to sort of line them up and follow my own advice, basically.
Well, speaking of following your own advice, I want to pull up your website, um, MaureenTaylor.com. Let me go share that with everybody that's here. I see Barbara is here, Barbara at Project Kin. Thank you for tuning in. Um, let's see. She says, I'm excited to see that Maureen is coming to Roots Tech. And I love how Mom told you that Bucko was bad news. Yes, and she agrees. We're all jealous that we're not in your line because Jeanette and all her children get the benefit of the work that you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're on your website, and normally I go and talk about all the books that you've written um, that help people, like you say. You've got to figure out the clues in old family photos,
Yep.
preserving them appropriately, um, using clothing and hairstyles and things like that to help possibly date it. And isn't it also, people tend to zoom in just on the picture and not the edge of the picture. Isn't that something that helps you figure out a time period?
Everything comes together, right? What are they wearing? What are they doing? What are they holding? In the case of these oars, it was a newspaper article that tuned me into finding more information. I am working on a brand new class on photo identification, and I'm taking a different approach this time.
Hmm.
And it's going to include AI, of course, because AI is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get away from it. And if you think of it as a tool, why not learn how to use the tool? So, yeah, I mean, everything, the edging, what's on the back, is it true? I will
Mm-hmm.
say that mostly when I speak with people, and I love, obviously, you know this, I love photographs and I love talking with people about them, is you get really wedded to who you think is in the picture
Mm.
or who great grandma told you was in the picture, but maybe she didn't quite remember that correctly.
And I don't mean she's lying. I get it. Although I sent a whole series of photos from a photo album of her mother's collection, and I said, "Who are these people?" And they're all about the same age people, like about the age my grandmother was when she started with this photo album. So I suspected it was like school chums.
Yeah.
But my mother's response was immediate and rather stark. She said, "These people are too ugly to be our relatives." Gee willikers, Mom. Well, anyway, yeah.
Family history is fun, really.
Oh, gosh.
It's so fun.
This is true. So you're going to Roots Tech,
I am. I will be
and
back on Thursday and Friday.
okay, and you are actually presenting.
I'm presenting on Friday, I think late afternoon for
Hmm.
Roots Tech. It's a live webinar and on hidden clues and photographs. I've been working
Hmm.
really hard on that. And then I'm giving a talk in the Family Tree Maker booth on Thursday, late in the day.
I think that's wonderful. So that makes you a Roots Tech ride along person.
Oh,
Where so you have a presence on Substack, and I'm finding it way more comfortable than the other place that we've all been hanging out for years.
yes.
What's your impression of Substack? Because I really want to know.
I'm getting used to it. I think it's multi-purpose, right? I'm not going to do all the things that you do on it with the video and then you could do a podcast and you can do sort of social media posts. For me, I've started to post about once a week, which is
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. It takes a long time to write articles.
Mm-hmm.
Once a week, it's sort of like a newsletter. I'm actually thinking maybe down the line I'll move my newsletter over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it and I follow some people and I really love seeing what people are working on. It's different.
Yeah, the writers, there's this Genia Bloggers Project Kin collaboration, and I think that the the writers on Substack that have been there before we came over um, are writers who then write about their family history. They're very good writers.
Very good writers.
And I think there's people like me. I always, with the persona of Dear Myrtle, I write it like I talk in with colloquialisms and ending with prepositions and all of that sort of thing. But I think my writing improves when I rub shoulders with good writers, and I'm enjoying that. So, and I like no ads. I think that's pretty cool. So,
No ads, and I like that you can have a free or a paid version.
yep, totally. There's all sorts of different things. Well, folks, I couldn't keep it to 5 to 6 minutes, especially when it's you. Maureen, thanks so much for joining me today. I am in line for a hug when I see you at Roots Tech. You're going to be in the booth for Indiana. I'm trying to figure
Well,
out
it's
where.
called Indiana Genealogical Society and more. It's the Vivipix. Vivipix is partnering with them.
Uh
I'll
huh.
be in the booth as well, answering questions about whatever people ask me about photographs. We'll have a metadata handout, and I'm president of the Rhode Island Genealogical Society. So that hat will be on as well. I'll have some little cards and it's the first time Little Rhode Island Genealogical Society will be represented at Roots Tech, and everybody's like, "Oh my goodness!" I'm like,
It's
"Yep,
very exciting.
very exciting."
Yeah. All right. Well, that is super, super cool. Well, there's really nothing left to say, but happy family tree climbing, everybody. That's a wrap.